Alright, well, welcome back to Mustangs by Matt. You'll notice that this is not a 2018 Ford Fiesta ST. It is in fact a 2019 Mustang Ecoboost. I bought this about, I think 2 weeks ago is when I picked it up. Had to order it from a dealer, I don't know, about 2 hours away, but my local dealer picked it up. Carl at Jeff Smith Ford. Thank you, Carl. I told him exactly what I wanted, and he found it for me. Real quick, why did I get rid of the Fiesta ST? I loved that car. It was a fantastic car. But the stick shift was a little bit difficult for me to use. I've got a bad knee. You can kind of see my knee brace here. So normal everyday driving was no problem. But whenever I'm stuck in traffic, you know, I'd be constantly in and out with the clutch, and that was just too much for my knee. So I had to get an automatic, and if I was going to get an automatic, I might as well get a Mustang. This is the 2019 version of my very first car. My first car was a 1990 Mustang LX 2.3 automatic. This is better in every single way. It looks better, it sounds better, it's much faster. It's got 310 horsepower and 350 torques at, I think, around 3,000 RPM. It's got the 201A package, so it's got the digital dash, it's got the navigation, it's got heated and cooled leather seats. It came with the wheel and stripe package, but I had them take the stripe off because I hate the stripe. It looks fine today, but in 5 years the vinyl will be cracked, and I just didn't like that. I didn't want that. And at that point, when the vinyl starts to crack, you peel it off, all of a sudden you've got two different color cars, because you got the car that's been exposed to the sun. It's might be a little bit faded, but you pull off the stripe and it's all of a sudden it's the bright red. Now this is the race red color. It's got black leather interior. It is absolutely everything I want in a Mustang. For those of you who have watched my previous Mustang videos, you know that I used to have a 2018 GT. And there are several reasons why I got rid of that car. Not the least of which being it was, and you know, go easy on me here, it was too powerful. 460 horsepower, 420 torques, sounds like a lot of fun, and it really was. But when the speed limit is 70 miles an hour and you're in second gear, because that car had a whole lot of horsepower, so you're in second gear, you're doing 70 miles an hour. Now all of a sudden you've got third, fourth, fifth of just pointless. You know, you can't go any faster without risking a speeding ticket or going to jail. So you go from second to sixth, and you have this amazing car with all this horsepower, and you can't use it. It's just not fun. This has a ton of low-end power. The automatic transmission, it's 10-speed, co-developed with GM. Not so good, but the transmission is excellent. And it's just beautiful. I mean, just look at that car. I mean, it's just the color is just fantastic. Sticker price is, let's see if I can look here, $36,000, a little over $36,000. Uh, I was able to get it for about $31,000, brand new. That, you know, just had a couple of deals, and that's just what I told them I would pay. They accepted the offer. I traded in my Fiesta, and you know, we were off to the races, so to speak. 310 horsepower might not sound like a lot, but it really is. And this car will break the tires loose. Even though it's just a 4-cylinder, it is an incredibly stout 4-cylinder. So I'm going to pop the hood, go over a little bit more of the engine. This is absolutely unacceptable, and I'm talking to you, Ford. What is this? Why am I doing this? Huh? I mean, you even on the GT350s, you got a $50,000, $60,000 car and a friggin' prop rod. My wife's Ford Edge has has hood lift struts, but you know, my Mustang doesn't. So let's get in a little bit closer. Alright, the only thing I'm going to do to this engine right now is something that I've already done. It's a very simple mod, and you just pop off these little covers, little clips right here. There's 2 of them, and slide that up. And I've put in an AEM dry flow air filter. So this is going to be part of what's called the Stage 1 package, which is going to give the car over 400 horsepower, over 420 torques, and I think an extra 30 or 40 horsepowers, which is really more than I need. It's going to be nice to have just that little bit of extra. The only problem that I have with this car is it is way too quiet. So one of the first mods that I'm going to do after I did the AEM intake is I'm going to be replacing the resonator. And if you watch my 2018 Mustang GT video, I'll link that here, you can see that it's a very simple job, and it's even easier on this car because it doesn't have the active exhaust. So all I have to do with this car is take the 2 bolts out near the differential. There's a 13 millimeter, the 15 millimeter clamp at the front, slide it back, slide the whole thing out, 2 cuts, and then you're ready. You're off to the races, and you're ready to go. And that did so much for the sound of the GT. I can't wait to see what it does to this car. I don't really want it to get too loud because a lot of Ecoboost Mustangs tend to have 4-cylinder syndrome, and by that I mean it sounds just the people will put on a catless downpipe and 3-inch exhaust and do just straight pipe from the engine back, and it just sounds terrible. It's raspy, it's poppy, and a little bit of pop and crackle is okay. A little bit of loudness is okay, but this isn't a GT. You know, it's not. It doesn't need to pretend to be a GT. It's an EcoBoost. It's an automatic EcoBoost. So I just want it to be a little bit louder, and that's what I'm gonna do with the Y pipe. And it's the Flowmaster Scavenger Series Y pipe. Comes with 2 clamps for the back. So this is obviously goes to where your factory resonator hooks up at the front, and then you'll just make 2 cuts at the back, slide on the thing, and I'll do a video on this probably if there's enough interest. But it's super simple, and it's gonna make the car sound a lot better. Alright, so part of the benefit of having an automatic Mustang is the remote start. So let's try it. There we go. And it is just fantastic. You have to excuse the tripod there. And one of the things that I love about the Ecoboost versus the GT is the grill. Now, on the GT, you've got a shiny piano black grill with a flat black lower grill, upper grill versus lower grill. On the Ecoboost, it's that same flat black. So it makes it look so much nicer, it blends better, and it's just nice all the way around. And this one does come with, like I said, the wheel and stripe package. I've had the stripe removed. And it comes with these very nice 19-inch alloys with 255 40 19s tires. I think these are Pirellis. And part of the 201A package is the blind spot monitor. So yeah, there it is right there. So you got blind spot monitor, cross traffic detection, and that's what this is right here. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. And you have a massive 13.5 cubic foot trunk, which for a sports car, for a Mustang, is massive. It doesn't sound, it may not sound like a lot, but it is. It doesn't come with a spare tire. It comes with this inflator kit, which is kind of stupid, but I guess they got to put that in there by law or whatever. So let's have a look inside at the digital dash. Alright, so I'm going to press the start button. Turn on the AC. So there's the digital dash. So we'll just flip this right here a couple of times, get it into my mode. There we go. So now it's in my mode, which is Sport Plus and Comfort Steering. I think that's about it, honestly. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of this car. There is a tuner not too far from here. There's a tuner not too far from here who can give me like a good state. Alright, we're back in the house. So what happened there is the camera overheated. So I had to come inside and let the camera cool down for a minute. So back to what I was saying. I'm going to be keeping this car for a while. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see me do to this car. You know, if you have an EcoBoost and you're curious as to, you know, how to do certain things, or if you just want to see me throw down some really good 0 to 60 times, let me know. And I look forward to reading your comments. Have a good day, drive safe, and God bless America.